think lo-fi beats would be something I have to worry about, but I also don't know. So we're still gonna do video game lo-fi. Probably not copyrighted. Okay. Display capture. Okay. Alright, we'll see if this is what I will end up doing for the rest of the night. I don't know. Sort of trying to feel my oats. I'll give it a minute, see if Lydia's gonna pop in. Let's see. I did kind of start later. So it's gonna check something, but now I don't remember what. Yeah, it's just gonna shoot plays. You know what? I'll just start reading. Honestly, if they don't jump in, that's okay. You can always just watch some of it. I'll at least understand the references. Alright. It keeps happening. What does? You don't have time to humor every random thought that pops in your head. The clock is ticking. Rose, look around for anything else of importance. This looks like something of importance. It keeps happening. Hello, Letty. You're reading Homestuck. It's happened 2 days in a row. Alright. It appears to be SkyNet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of SPURBs. Oh, hello, Super Mario. Monitoring a great number of SPURB sessions in the northeastern United States and parts of Canada. Upon further investigation, we draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session... Hold on. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions, green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. Also, Super Mario, I don't have a YouTube chat showing up on here. So if you don't see your chats popping up, but I do see them, so. Alright. You use the panel to center on your present location. Man, this is crazy. On your... Yeah, I think it's the Super Mario. I think it's him. You use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Well, I mean, you know Mario is a Homestuck fan, of course. I would figure Luigi to be the Homestuck fan, but yeah, you never know. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab, centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest coordinates, to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second biggest is centered over a U.S. city. The biggest by a landslide is, luckily for the Earth, you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Turn on your laptop and check on John. You plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal. The hub is broadcasting. Your SPURB session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. Last time you saw him, he was on the roof platforms. You will have to navigate via the Spurb interface to find him. Alright, looks like the next one's gonna be music, so let's bring that up. Ascend. Yeah, audio should be on. Yep. Okay. Looking around. Oh shit. Man, John is kicking some fucking ass. Hell yeah, Grandma Ghost going in there good too. Oh. Oh no. Boing. See, now this is how I can see Homestuck getting huge, because like this is pretty fucking sick. Nuts. High five, Nanakin. Left hanging long enough. Good work, John. All right. Play the music again. Yeah, let me know if the music is too loud. Otherwise, the lo-fi that I have. Good work, John. Oh, hi, you're back. Trying to do the Australian accent. For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location. Oh, so you mean I connected with you? Not yet. I'll explain later, but I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence. Ah, okay. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant? Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go. Okay, later. P.S. Try not to waste too much of that grist while I'm gone. Climb the etch-a-ladder. You rocket up the etch-ladder to the dizzying heights of the vaunted Boy Skylark rung. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Boy Skylark. God about Pipsqueak, Morbid of Destiny, Knee-High Pilgrim, Cool Background. Collect fat loots. You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You are still not sure what all these boon dollars can actually get you, but when pulling in such insane loot, hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. We had 11,575. What did he go up to? I don't know. I thought I could scroll that. What was it? Boy Skylark. So he's right here, Rumpus Buster, Lodestar Youth, and yeah, it looks like there's a long way that he could keep going. Pick up as much grist as you can hold. Your expanded cache limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be, just barely insufficient to produce. Oh god, there's grist litter down there too. Those stupid ogres were like huge grist pinatas. One of those big sour grape electric holocaust fruit gushers is jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it. John, don't forget your book. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have a moment, particularly the first several pages. Alright, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana. Yes, dear. Since I'm trying to get up to that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There's a very good reason why you should build it up to it, and then keep building. Ah, okay, I guess that's what I figured. So, just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you can give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle? John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you. I'm so proud of you both. Haha, I guess. When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You'll find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds, and then your true work may begin. Hoo-hoo-hoo! I suddenly understand everything. Elsewhere we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Looks like a veil of purple, but, you know, who am I to judge? I can stop doing it. I'm fine with it. He doesn't really speak that much, so... Because technically the Pestrologs, you wouldn't even really need to do their voices. But... Alright, John's dad, beating up some imps. In fucking... Notre Dame. Looks like there's a guy watching on the monitor. Graveyard stuffers. You are now the Peregrine Mendicant. You are flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column, which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? Check mail. Attention, serious business. Dr. David Brimmer. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. Looks like he's got a QR code thing too. Open envelope. Never. The mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You've made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland. For that matter, the mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilization. Wait. Hold that thought for one moment. Oh, he puts a postman hat on. The mail is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and exchange of ideas. They are the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom. The white postmarked angels that whisper a message on their deliverance, a promise to the yearning, there is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Mail. Examine keyboard and screen. It's the terminal you use to activate the station's homing mechanism. Looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewpoint displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command, home. Type view. You type another one of the previously entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There is a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. The girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know you? Girl there. Everything's going block fuck. I'm getting some strobe effects. It blows up. Skynet Laboratory, unestablished in. We got a minute left. Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd T-set. You suddenly disregard the T-set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab. Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here, though. Wear the scarf, be the rider. Oh, there's a little guy in the teapot. Okay, maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after. Ah, what's that? You were accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. Oh yeah, we got a old bed, mutant kitten. John, resist great urge to take the wedge sail. You know you should grab this thing, but you're suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D, give me an E, give me an S, give me a C. There's all the clowns. Hate them. Evil. John, jump down. He jumps. Oh, looks like we got a shrine here. Some weird stuff. With Jade being at the altar. Scamper into Grand Foyer with Wild Abandon. Last Scamper. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh look, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Jade, arm yourself. Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. Another one of his blustering, mustachioed diatribes. You're rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you'll be scot-free. Examine those chaps on the sofa. These are the manners for distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He's so predictable. Oh, yep, that's what happened. And there it goes. The old man has the flame. What did that open up? Did that open up a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff? Yeah, because that's from before. Oh, I have so many fucking tabs. I think that's the last one yeah, has the flame. Yeah, it opens up that specific one. Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure it opened up this comic that I had read. So, yeah, that's, it's so goofy. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you were fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Oh, the big man has the rock. Yeah, no, you're right. It's got that has in there. Leap dramatically across the divide. Whoops, you guess an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Oh, let's say Dave. Strife. Alright, we should be getting some strife going. Aw, snap. Preloader, psych out. Oh. Loading. Oh, she's asleep. Strife? Grandpa Harley, aggrieve. Blammo! Pew 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 pew! Pachoo! Boo 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 boo! Haha! Little flutes. Oh, there we go. Yes, I'm going out with this gun. No, I will not go get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Did you even hear what you're saying? I'll be fine. This is a perfectly deadly gun and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm going now. Goodbye, heart. Oh, that's not clickable. Abscond. He was so much easier to deal with when he was alive. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Grandpa's dead, I guess. Miraculously survive. Unlocked page. Blogspot. Used by Andrew Hussey for behind-the-scenes commentary during the early days of Homestuck. Wow. I unlocked something. Woo! Yeah, I saw the trophy stand, but it's just... How goofy is that? I'm not gonna read all this, but it looks like he's got some stuff about a fancy Santa. You got some old fucking memes. Need for the steed. Got some old jokes. Alright, well, I unlocked something. And this isn't even the one I thought I was going to unlock on. I thought that would be in a, when I got to it 1100 or whatever. Okay, miraculously survive. Peer out explosion hole. Looking at the explosion holes, the mailboxes are dropping. Shit's exploded. The little arms grab one of the mailboxes. Refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Insert coin. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to the setup obviously didn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins in the fridge. Remember? Let's play a game. It doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be a purifier. A purifier, ready. Screw around with the purifier. You mess with the controls. Hey, Jaspers is alive. Or at least he was in the past. According to the timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You try to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing. You zoom out. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant. You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember, though. Wait, could this be that day? Cause time paradox. You attempt to purify Jaspers. This would surely cause a time paradox, but you can plainly see that he has not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. Yeah, isn't the fact that the rapture's supposed to be today? I haven't been raptured. Oh, God. I gotta stay here. That'd be fucking crazy, though, if the rapture happened and Trump did get raptured. Like, shit. That'd be fucking nuts. That would be like... I couldn't even comprehend that. Like, you can literally just buy your way into heaven. Even though that's against exactly what Jesus said. Anywho, the Paradox Ghost imprint of Jaspers purifies instead and quickly settles into a mound of sludge.
Go drink some water, or I'll fucking end you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I got waterified. Oh, there's another one. My big black water bottle. More heaven in this channel, baby. Alright, the goo moves over. You drinking along with me? The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge. Hell yeah. Sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated by the device. Yeah, Fatal's always Moist. Just moisting around every day. The device generates a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. The good news is that it will mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. Have a flashback. There's no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happens right here on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jasper reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence. Before you can ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you were not the one to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral services she has insisted upon. Thanks for cheering, man. Especially when we got a good old wringing out the panties for some water bits. Fucking Christ. Okay. Trace Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. You roll the clock. You roll the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing him whereabouts during the time frame. You fast forward another week. There he is now, just as you found him. This is a fucking crazy song. What's that little horseshoe? I'm glad I saw that. Craigasm 1? I don't know how long this is gonna go on for, if it's just gonna loop or... Fair enough. Oh, no, there we go. There's the end of it. Nay. This music back on. It's Jasper's. He's alive. Well, okay, he's still dead, but his body's intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer. A purified Jasper's immediately. The end is nay. It's supposed to be today, so, you know, let me know if you guys get raptured. Or whatever. Set me as your beneficiary, because I ain't going. 13 years too late. No. Good thing you finally got all this sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat in Amscray. Stop fooling around and transportalize out of there. Pretty decent. Escapalization. Locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Bequerel has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He is completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. There he is. He's right here. There he is. Huh? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along, retrieve the package you expected to arrive. The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. John, triple somersault into room, etc. Stick the landing. Okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms and paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. Snoop. Ah, yeah, here comes the secrets. Get ready for some major oh, wait a minute. These are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on in here? Kind of a boring room. Your dad's a businessman. Not all that clowns, you guess. Most shocking twist yet. Who's this douchebag? Pipes. There's some cake mix there, though. Okay, click on the cake mix. No, I guess not. Remember when I found out my dad wasn't into clowns? Just kidding, I didn't really know my dad. At least not well enough to know what he did and didn't like. So all those years, while you believed he was out busking on the corners with hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along? He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son? Maybe he was too embarrassed to tell you the truth? Or maybe it was just that you never bothered to ask? I guess you always just assumed. The human prisoner is broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven futile. He chucks the safe down. You're gonna need a bigger safe. Who's this guy? Enter name. Spades Slick. Oh, he's from the thingy. Spade Slick, got a nice ring to it. But you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it. State name and rank. Okay. You are Archagent Jack Noir. You oversee various affairs of the Dark Kingdom. Presently, you're determining how to deal with this prisoner, who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago. Don comical hat. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into the monstrosity's lonesome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exultant ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags at the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the hat. Call a minion. There's a minion. He's got a safe door. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Zooms in. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Oh, there's, I guess, the main bad guy for now. Fine, you begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Throw down hat in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now? Beating the shit out of him. Your blood is boiling so hot you can cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go handle this yourself. Investigate room for anything Dad may have left behind. Seems there's some unopened birthday present which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. Present time! Open a present, see what's inside. The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what is inside, and oh god, yes! Inventory management system, control deck, fetch modus, bonus capture log pack, and fetch modus inside. John obtains sweet loot. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you get a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but hey, you'll take them. First thing you do is flush the extra cards in your deck. Okay, really, this is just way too many cards. Equip array fetch modus. The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring! Read instructions for control deck. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and queue modi in the slots. Your Sylladex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow the dust out first, of course. The Sylladex reconfigures itself to an array of distinct queue stacks. Now we're talking. This is just sort of needlessly complexity you have come to expect from your inventory management system. Unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. You receive a box of delicious fruit gushers. Could this birthday get any better? Yeah, I don't think so. Open the big one. You thought wrong. Look, he's got a suit. Fill up an entire queue stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Queue stack's full of shoes. Capture log fruit gushers. Dang, you spaced out and put it in the wrong queue stack. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this thing. Closely inspect fruit gushers box. Massive tropical brain hemorrhage made with real fruit. So delicious, you can't wait to capture log one of these packs and make like a million gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. Betty Crocker. The heinous batter witch has had a no claws and everything. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does it make sense? Why? Why? Have a mental breakdown. Cool fructose, monsoon, kiwi mango, colonic rush, wicked watermelon, growing injury, mixed berry, social anxiety disorder. Non-green, jam, diabetic, apeshit apocalypse, ranch dressing rampage. Fruit, gushers, win 10,000, Betty Crocker, Betty Crocker. This is stupid. Retrieve package. Strife. Array. Bang. Arsenalize. Bang. Oh, wait, we're on the bullet. Oh, what? Artillery. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're going through all of space and time all at once. Now we're back. Armentrify. Arf. Go fetch. Steak! Oh, what a good boy. Good dog! Aww. Best friend! Good dog! Best friend! Oh. Still going. So the narcolepsy hits again. Dog grabs her and puts her to bed. Check cell for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourselves. Your new kitty, whose name is... You'll think of one later on. Hey, where the heck are you anyway? Look around room. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is your mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. Watch the meteor impact. Huh, that's funny. Shouldn't the place be unestablished right now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped. Whoa. Giant explosion. Better get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all the booze lying around. Get down to business. Suddenly you're feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punched a shitload of guards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items, you just looked at the codes for some objects you rounded up and punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back, as if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Dream. Oh, a robot. She's dreaming. She's dreaming she's a princess, but the dream, she's got a robot version of herself. You are now dreaming. Your dreambot is awake and active. Obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. Quick, get into bed. Slays on top of her. This is some good comedy. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you. A strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you could never get any sleep. Realize you could fly. Oh. There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Open the package. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. To GG from GT. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You're planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside, otherwise you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Months in the past. Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable. Reconcilable. Ghosty tricks her. Hey, I'm gonna drop the Australian accent. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Yay, thank you, John. Whew, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, you sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do your guys' birthdays got to be all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged. I know, but it's nice of you to think of all of us like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it'll help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I'm sure it's great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes you to get stuff. John, that's okay, really. I'm sure we'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it'll be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Heart. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again? Yup. They've been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there's so many. There are either like 50 of these R words, or it's like one guy with a lot of alt accounts. I never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird, but it seems to me like they're probably all different people and not one guy. I've counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It's like a game, I guess. They're like pranksters. Oh, hell no. Shittiest pranksters ever. But I think they're mostly harmless. Yeah, every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh, wow. What? Years? Okay, well, I'm sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my Pestrum handle to throw them off the trail, so I guess I'm going to do that. John, make totems. You've already carved a few totems. Oh, yeah, this is back in today's time. You've already carved a few totems, but you have to return to your living room for more Cruxite dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You just can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you. Terrible. Flee room. At long last, you've returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. You suppose you'll call it Muty for short. Pester John. That's quite a totem collection. What are you planning? Oh, wow. Hi. Oh, gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now? No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement. Wow, congrats, I guess? Thank you. Have you seen Dave? Nah, his bro's probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on that matter. Okay, I'm gonna start putting this Grizz to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay? Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers. Gushers? I mean grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, bastards. Which posters? Don't you see my sweet movie posters? Look at them, they're fucking ruined. John, huh? Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters? Yeah? Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing this game, I thought you had defaced them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Very funny, Rose! Nice joke! Great joke there, Rose! Top of the line prank! This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation. Yes, let's keep this joke going because it is such a good one! Oh my... OWV. Descend. Our little guy's still alive. You cannot descend from the top of the mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You've used all the cable you could find. You will have to come up with another plan. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. No way! Absolutely not! What, are you crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. Purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as big as using your sash, or not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. The temple is way too big. You're probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. Command Serenity to carry the rope to you. She's a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform me of what the ledge contains through a series of informative links. There is an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunch of a jumbo bundle of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable. And that you were particularly attached to the mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. Get your rope. Okay, we established that it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swing from one of your delicious pawns and put down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumbo of handy cable. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take out my contacts. My eyes are getting really dry. back on. There we go. Okay. Let me see if I can get to the like 11:05 or whatever. Okay. To purify the jumble of handy cable. That's what we're doing. Try to purify the handy cable, and a box showed up. To Mr. Mayor. Oh, of course, the time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred. Is it the glasses? And I took off my makeup, so, you know, glasses, no makeup. It seems a little bit more professional. You know, I don't actually mind glasses that much, but I do feel like it's just kind of annoying to have shit on your face all the time. Like, if you have your glasses on for like 6 hours and the shit digs into your nose, yeah. It's mostly just annoying for like practical reasons, not really the aesthetic of it. Although when I was younger, I was very insecure about wearing glasses. And now it's like, I don't know, whatever. Where was I going with this? Oh, of course, the time wasn't set. It is some sort of present from the past in the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing, and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business, which you take very seriously, and you will defend this package with your life. Try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present and to purify the jumble of cable. Take obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bundle. You then rappel down the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future, which is to say the present moment precisely. Someone's looking at him. And they're looking at the Homestuck. Unlocked albums. Homestuck Volume 2 and 3. Oh, well, there we go. Looks like I unlocked a couple Homestuck volumes. So that's exciting. An aimless renegade prepares for your company. Oh. Look at that aimless renegade. Got a real fucking... It's got like a sniper rifle automatic. Like, Jesus Christ. Rose, build as much as you can, as fast as you can. Okay, while I make some stuff here, can you keep an eye out for imps? Just keep the safe or tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters. I keep telling you, the posters were always like that. And I keep telling you, haha, very funny. Here, look. Sprite prototype wants with grandmother's remains. She treats Sean to... Co-player has displays. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff from earlier. Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed them. Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop. Then why don't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me they were there? I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particularly impulse to discuss them. Okay, it still doesn't make sense, though. Implying that I drew them a while ago and then forgot and couldn't see them and now suddenly see them. That's stupid. What would that even mean? It looks like you were in your father's room recently. Yeah, and how did it make you feel to discover what was in there? Oh no, I just realized. You're gonna psychotherapy me. Well, don't bother. Maybe I'm just being a friend. Maybe, I suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see. That doesn't matter. What matters is how seeing it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way. Well, I don't know. First I was nervous to go in to find more of these weird clowns because of course they're stupid and I hate them a lot. But then when I didn't see them, it was weird. I felt weirdly like disappointed almost. It is fair to say this changed your perception of your father? Yeah, I guess. Is it such a stretch to conclude it changed your perception of other things as well? No, maybe not, but what are you getting at? Sounds like you're saying I'm crazy. alchemized. You got a hat? A bunny hat? I don't like to use the word crazy. Oh god, see, this is therapy bullshit. That was a joke, but anyway, whether it means you're crazy or not, consider this theory. You presumably long-standing tendency for scrawling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you, possibly something from your past, which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings, therefore they have been invisible until now. Why now? Perhaps because you have seen evidence that conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth, that your dad is not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you thought he was. All along, this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have been projected onto him and subsequently reviled as a sort of defense mechanism. But this is absurd. My dad loves these shitty clowns, and he's got all these statues and paintings everywhere. Is it unthinkable that over the years, it was he who believed you were the one with a passion for clowns because of all the strange drawings in your room? A father that embraces his son's hobby to establish a stronger bond, or wages a campaign of passive-aggressive mockery of your interests. Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well. I don't know. Not sure about all this, but I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny Sassacre fedora I just made. It's awesome. Yeah. Oh, shit, look at all the imps. Wow, what are you doing, by the way? Rose, sorry to say this, but this is all looking kind of silly. I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there is a more substantial foundation for later on, but I'm starting to wonder if it will be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose. Yeah, no shit. I might have to adopt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls and blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately. Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right? Right. Strider! Yeah, she's just using chimneys. It's so stupid. What was this? Jade, dream up extra arms and play advanced bass solo. Oh, wow. Dreamworld. A little crazy. Prospit. 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 I think that's it. Change wardrobifier to cycle through Star Heart Horseshoe. Okay, good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle though, because you like it. Go explore the Golden City. Flying out. Flying around the Golden City. That is really the robot looking around, obviously. Or, I mean, it can be both. Looking at the Golden City. Go and make a new friend. The little guy there with his silly little hat. Weird looking guy. He'd be blinking. And back to WV. Eat letter and envelope. Will you cut that out? You have company. Look behind you. See over there. Read letter. Dear Mr. Mayor, go here. Give present. Hooray, go here. Oh, please do this. The freedom of your people depends on it. Woo, your friend. Cover. Hurry. Give present. Hooray. To Miss Mail Lady. Oh, it's a lady. Gracefully fly to the other golden tower. You decide to check on your neighbor. Inspect neighbor's tower. It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window. John is, of course, sound asleep. It looks like he's having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber, though. He'll wake up when he's ready. Speaking of John, you wonder if he got the birthday present you sent him, or for that matter, if you even remember to send it. Darn, you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It is never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he will think it is awesome. It'll be a great way to thank him for the wonderful present he got you. Alchemalize in a 1980s time-lapse montage. That would be pretty cool. Promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time, but it also sounds like kind of a pain in the ass, so you decide to play it straight up this time. Roses move the Alchemiter back down to the deck while she reworks the building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork between this whole thing, the Design X and the lathe. There's a whole lot of scrambling around. Recombine Hammer and Pogo Ride. Hammerhead Pogo Ride. This time, instead of overlapping and the two cards which created the Pogo Hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is the Hammerhead Pogo Ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes, rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches, and the sky's the limit. Combine Go Shirt and Suit. A little Go Shirt suit. You make the green slime Go Suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with the wardrobe upgrade yet. Combine Go Suit and Wise Guy book. Oh, look at that. Woo! Beautiful. You made the Wise Guy slime suit. This is so much better. It seems there are a lot of secret trickstery gimmicks concealed in... Oh shit, there go the cards! Combine glasses and PDA. Serious business goggles. You make the Serious Business Goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler. Like one of the kids from Spy Kids or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller. Combine Sledgehammer, Telescope, and Sassacre Text. Telescopic Sassacrusher. You make the Telescopic Sassacrusher at pretty considerable expense. The thing could probably pound an ogre into crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. Combine Gushers and Blue Ectoplasm. Fruit Gushers, Hellacious Blue Phlegm Aneurysm. You mix your gushers with some of the blue slime nano left on the wall to make a box of Hellacious Blue Phlegm Aneurysm Gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing. Combine Fake Arm, Blue Ectoplasm, and PDA. Remote Ghost Gauntlet. Ooh. You make the remote Ghost Gauntlet. It looks like you can put on the special computer glove and lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The Ghost Gauntlet appears to have a considerable higher lift capacity than your own puny arms. Combine Ghost Gauntlet and Bathroom Mirror. Left-handed remote Ghost Gauntlet. You make a left-handed remote Ghost Gauntlet to complete the pair, because you don't see why the hell not. Combine Umbrella and Straight Razor. Barber's best friend. Ooh. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab the Umbrella-kind Strife Specabus that's been lying in the study for a while. Combine Gushers and Shaving Cream. Betty Crocker Barbasol Bomb. You make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol Bomb. Be careful with that thing. Jesus. Combine Ghost Dad poster with... Okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your Ghost Dad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too without realizing it. That was a goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea of how to clean it up. Capture Log, Punch, Heath Ledger, Joker, Figurine. Ghost Dad poster, the painting that he drew. If you could somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares these holes. You determine that the defaced Cosby could only result from the painting you purchased. Not true. With real actual money. I hope for not a lot of real actual money. 420. I see what it says. 425. Wow. And especially back then. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Super funny. Luckily, the Joker code of blah blah blah. You determine the device. If your theory is correct, that means the original Cosby poster had one of these holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attacking a football player, 1 clean Cosby poster. Success. Combine Cosby poster with computer. No. This is the Hannibal Buress joke that kicked up the whole Cosby storm. I think was in like 2011. So this would have been a little before that. It was common knowledge in some other circles that Cosby, was it 2014? Okay. Hannibal Buress Bill Cosby joke. Oh no, you're right. October 16th, 2014. Yeah, almost 11 years to the day. Super funny though. I don't know about, I guess I don't know how funny. I think it's in season 2 of Drawn Together. It's either season 1 or 2 of Drawn Together, and that would have been either 2004 or 2005. Straight up, they say that Bill Cosby is known for being a rapist. Or like that it's a very well-known thing. And it's like, it's so weird to like, I saw that because I watched it. I don't remember when I watched it, but they straight up, they just say that, and it's like, okay, so people obviously already knew it, because how could you not know it? It's just like the same thing that happened with the Weinsteins, that like people knew that, but like, and that's what Hannibal Buress is commenting on in that joke, that he's like, oh yeah, you know that Bill Cosby's a rapist, that, you know, like how everyone knows that. And it's like, no, it was just really not common knowledge, which is like, I don't know. They did I mean, whoever Bill Cosby's publicist and lawyers must have did a bang up job of covering up all the rapes he did. Yeah. It's like, yeah, no one, and that's really it. That's, you know, no one cared. Not until Me Too, which was in 2018? Or when was it earlier? 2006? That is not when it got popular. Yeah, widespread attention in 2017. Yeah. 2006, yeah. Yeah, 2017. It didn't really pop off till 2017 with the Me Too movement, which is like, I don't know. I've had a lot of personal experiences in my life where women tell me they've been assaulted, and like, it just is so horrifying that like, even when I was younger, people would tell me that, like, I really genuinely took that to heart, and it was like, I'm so sorry, like, that's horrible. And then they'd be like, yeah, no one has ever either believed me or cared. And I'm like, that's so fucking crazy. I don't know, I know this is a little derailed, but anytime Bill Cosby comes up, like, this has to, you know, I have to personally address it. But yeah, it's very, I don't know, very weird, very fucked up world we live in, where like pedophilia and rapists are just like just walking around, carefree as can be, you know. Anywho, you make the Cosby Top computer. The thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it has caused you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. Combine Dad's Hat and Problem Sleuth game. Yeah, let me see. Oh no, that's not there anymore. Yeah. No, for sure. And Ghost Dad is a terrible film, and Bill Cosby, you know, even besides all the other stuff he did, he just wasn't a very funny comedian, or at least maybe he was funny in like the 70s, but like the shows he made weren't funny, like Fat Albert. The Bill Cosby Show is like, it just wasn't very good. The episodes I've seen are pretty bad, even for a sitcom. The only thing that he accomplished was being a black man on television successfully, which, like, I don't think he probably opened as many doors as someone like, say, Sidney Poitier, you know, like, just, or even like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which I know was well after, but like, yeah, Bill Cosby was just kind of shit all the way through. I don't know if there's anything Bill Cosby has done that I've been like, yes, that is worth keeping his spirit alive. So I like that he comments that it's, you know, immediately a piece of shit. And hopefully it doesn't get used very often in this. But we'll see. Make another ordinary fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. Combine hammer and problem sleuth game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. Combine iron and pogo hammer. The wrinkle fucker. You make the wrinkle fucker. That's pretty awesome. He's going so fucking crazy on this. So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know this is ridiculous and can never conceivably happen. Dave. Strife. Dave's still out here fucking strifing it up. Final round. It's almost Christmas. Cheap piece of shit. So many birds. Bro. Yeah, I was gonna take a look at it's 11:53 and what am I on? 10:71. Yeah, probably not gonna make it there. Turn checkout. Bro just kicked my ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Fester John. Oh, we got another Fester. Or another song. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey, no, not yet. Darn, are you sure it was in a green box? Oh, yes, but it is my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great, so what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in the Spurb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Oh, what's Spurb? Oh, it is the game. It is this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I'll go outside and take a look. Oh man, alright, be careful, okay? I will. Oh, these are old conversations. Okay. Good to know. Give me a little context. Dog. This is also an old conversation. Man, yeah, I don't remember that, but maybe I just vaguely remember it from his side. Yeah, I could see that this is, because it's so long too, like, and it's like you're really, the first 200 or so are, again, it's not like, well, the first 100 is, yeah, that I understand things that are going on, and that if you reread it, that you would get a lot out of it. Update colorful reminders. Okay. All right, I think this is a good place to end. So that was another 200. I was on 870, 872, 972, 1072. So yeah, 203. I think that that's a pretty good pace to go on. Maybe I'll end with a sweet bro and hella Jeff. I just read this part. Okay. You take a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you are asleep, it can get very confusing to figure out what is really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse, when you are exposed to many visions of the past, present, and future through a variety of cloud mirages. It is only after you wake up that you are able to start making sense of it all, and your reminders help you do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in the dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream, though. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in a dream. You've learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your other best friend. You've always wondered about this, and never had the chance to throw him a party and bake him a cake. Now you can, but if you do, it seems that you'll need a lot of candles. Oh no. I'll read one sweet bro, hella Jeff, just for the shit of it. I read that one. I read that one. Yeah, I don't think I read. Did I read that one? Pretty sure I read that one. I know, I was just trying to find one that I have read. Okay, I'll just read this one, even if I've read it before. Sports! My dream of the stars, me. A little big man cause it turns out to be crazy. Oh no, I did read this one. Yeah, the dunk. Okay, that was the last one that I read. I thought... Alright. In Spaj, go shopping. Jeremy. None of the kids are the same. What's the difference? Good beans, selection, different prices and values. God damn. Who needs this fucking bullshit? It's so infuriating. Shit, Wars the manager. And there he goes. He has the manager's attention. And now the police are involved. Jesus Christ. I forgot. I can't believe what he made take place. Oh. All right, there we go. There's the Okie dokie. All right. This is me when I go shopping. Where's the manager? And isn't it supposed to be the other guy goes shopping? Or no, the Jeremy is just there. To price valves. Okay. Yeah, Germany is standing there. Alright, well, good night. Hopefully a meteor doesn't hit, or, well, actually, no. Hopefully somebody gets raptured. I'm hoping just at least... What if only, like, one guy got raptured? That would be pretty crazy. I know I just said, what if it was just Donald Trump? What if just him? And then we all have to reconcile with the fact that, like, he was the holiest person ever, but also now he's gone. Maybe I'll dream in a place full of clouds. With visions of the past, future, and the present, but then that would just be me seeing myself dream. So. Dull. Woof. Alright. Good night, Liddy.